What's up, y'all? It's Fire Chicken King, and of course, I couldn't do this without my boy, Slappy the Duck. Anyways, what we making today, Slappy? Um, Gumbo. We gonna make some single pot gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Slappy the Duck in the house. Okay, so what we need, Slappy? Well, we gonna need that roux. This is a dark roux. Dark roux is usually not this dark. But when you're making gumbo, you make it a bit darker. Roux is generally 50% flour, 50% oil. Yeah, 50% flour, 50% oil. Then you just put it on the stove, let it cook up a while. Once you start smelling, it actually will smell like almonds. That's when you know it's actually starting to cook and stuff. Also, it bubbles, and you can actually see the starches leave. Oh, what? Slappy, you actually saying something like intelligent today? Ah, shut up, bro. You know I know what I'm doing. So, in order to make gumbo, you don't use General Mirepoix. You use something called the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity is 50% onions, 50% bell peppers, and 50% celery. Celery. So, what you want to do before you do any of that, you're going to throw it in the skillet like that. It's also got sausage in it, and I put mushrooms in mine. I know mushrooms are not standard for gumbo, but I like mine with mushroom because it's good. So try it before you knock it. Then what we gonna do with this? We got a seasoning slappy. What we throwing in? We're gonna put it in the cayenne. Wow! Uh, we also got some white crab meat. It's better if you actually put regular crab in it, but regular crab is expensive. That white crab meat is not too expensive. We got some raw shrimp. Get the deveined tail off, peeled, because if it's not, it takes a minute to get that shit off. But after that, you just kind of stir it around. Like I said, you're gonna get good and sauteed once you see the vegetables have softened. Once you see the vegetables have softened, like easy way to kind of tell is the onions will start to become a little bit translucent. So like that. It's kind of hard to tell. Pretty much, they ain't gonna be white no more. They're gonna be like, kind of grayish. But anyway, so after that, and of course, you want to also taste it, make sure it's good. Like just with that little bit of time, I could tell this is gonna need more salt. Also, I got some okra, some dehydrated okra. I like dehydrating a lot of my foods because it allows it to stay up, to stay fresh, or it preserves it. That's what I was looking for. Right. So I didn't have too much okra left because I cooked with it a lot. But once it started looking like this, then once it started looking like that, then you're ready for the next step. So what is the next step, Slappy? Well, first off, you gotta throw some seasonings in that. So what we gonna throw in? Regular old garlic. Minced garlic. You can use the crushed kind, but sorry, you can crush it yourself. But I don't always feel like doing that. So we're not doing that today. You already doing that cayenne. Appreciate that, slap it. Thyme, some black pepper, and Slappy's gonna finish it up with the cumin. Cumin. All right. Next, right after that, I'm gonna still kind of stir it. I already had taken it off the heat, but I did need to add more salt. Me personally, I use kosher salt because I don't like the taste of iodine. I don't know if I said that before, but I'm saying it today. You never want to put too much salt in, but at the same time, you don't want to go too light with it either. Because if you go too light, you're not going to taste it. That's simple. But it's always easier to add more than to add less. Or it's easier to add more than to have added too much and reduce the salt content. And usually what I do to check that, I'll take one random vegetable. I mean, it could use a little bit more, but I mean, it'll be alright for right now. So now what we gonna wind up doing, I got this pan, this pot for just water. I'm making two bowls because I'm making 7 pot gumbo, but not everybody in my household can deal with all the heat. These are 7 pot brain strain peppers. I order them directly from the Sonoran Spice Company. I originally found them on Amazon. Yeah, I originally had found them on Amazon, but Amazon doesn't have the full inventory. So I wound up ordering them from the actual website. Personally, kind of glad I did. They, they hooked your boy up though. I bought them peppers and they sent me little cozy. I'm like, man, that I ain't had to do that. I appreciate that. I appreciate free stuff. So they actually look out for their people. Unlike Amazon. But anyways, what we doing next, Slappy? Well, since we gotta make 2 pots, we're gonna take some of that one and put it into that one. We gotta take some of the water from that one and put it into that one. Bro, that seems like a lot of work. Mm-hmm. It is. You know who you are. Man, alright. So, I gotta do the goofy ass stuff. We're gonna take that, of course, not pour, but start dumping it. Help me out, Slapping. So, I'm pretty much going to be taking half of this. And originally I had intended on putting in 2 or 3 brain strains. Well, I'm probably just going to put in 1.5 since I'm not getting the same amount. Also, for anybody who's worried about whether a pepper is too spicy, how about you just not use the whole pepper? Like, all right. So throw that in there. Now, we're going to take the water, start pouring it in here. Like I said, we're making 2 different batches. This seems really tedious. Well, first off, what I say is if people don't want to sit up there and have your food because it's too spicy, instead they want to have a whole extra pot, then make your own food. Lazy MF, slap it. The, the calm one is also for my daughter. She can learn to eat spicy food. Bro, she's one. Ah, well, I gotta start sometime. Okay, next, what you're gonna do, you're gonna add the roux. But you know what, actually, before I start that, I'm actually gonna turn the heat on both of them. So back one got the heat already. All right, there we go. So now they both got heat. All right, Slappy. Ready to help? I was born ready, bro. Born ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Calm down, Slappy. Come on, calm down. So what we're gonna do right now, we stir in the roux. See how good and thick that is? Also, if you put too much roux in, you just dilute it with water. I really don't like splitting stuff because I don't feel like you get the full effect of everything. But like I said, now we're gonna add these. Ooh, we're gonna add these brain strain peppers, and I'm not even going front. I'm, I know that they're not as hot as like Carolina Reaper or Rumpus Scorpion, but this is actually one of the first time I'm actually trying them. Actually, this is the first time I'm trying them, but I'm gonna add a pepper and a half because I know what the Scoville unit is. It's like 1.2 million up to like 1.3, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna chop these up a little bit. Hard to just crush it. Yeah, you can just crush it actually. Another reason why it's better to get dehydrated. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna wash my hands just because I'm pretty sure they're gonna have similar effects as the ghost peppers. And like I said in prior videos, if you're cooking with ghost peppers, you want to make sure you wash your hand every time you handle them because the oil from them actually is an irritant, and that irritant is like getting pepper spray. Well, the spicy one is looking good. The other one looks like I'm probably gonna have to put more roux in it. Then again, that might be because it's at a higher heat. Smaller ball. So what I'm gonna do for right now though, right now is a good time, especially while it's cooking looking like this. Right now is a good time to add the primary meats. Primary meats this time around happen to be crab meat as well as shrimp. So again, like I said, since I'm splitting it, I'm gonna take 1 can of crab meat for each bowl. Also, you don't want it to bubble too heavy because since it has flour in it, it can burn the bottom. And if it's burnt, like if that shit, if it start tasting bitter and stuff like that, it's burnt. So like I said, you don't want it to be burnt. That's nasty. So like I said, it's just shredded up crab meat. Um, but since it's seafood, you're gonna want to actually use the entire juice. Then you're gonna go with some shrimp. I got a feeling like the other one's gonna take longer, and I'm probably gonna have to finish that one off of this burner. All because some people does. Can't have what cooking. It's crazy because I got this homeboy out in Japan right now, and he said, get all that special request stuff. They don't do that out in Japan. It's like, either, it's like they reverse Burger King. Eat it our way. And personally, I don't blame them. As a restaurant, I really don't blame them. I'll be trying to be nice. I remember there was a time I had cooked a bunch of ribs. I was like, well, not everybody gonna want ghost pepper ribs. So I cooked some and they weren't ghost pepper. And more people like the ghost pepper ribs than the non-ghost. F them people. You know what I'm saying? F them people. Slappy, I don't be trying to be rude to anybody. That, man, F that. You doing extra work and they getting free food. I mean, hey, you got a good point. But, like, I'm still not trying to be that messed up, though. Man, I say screw it. Y'all get free food. Don't care if it's spicy. The people out there, different countries starving, and they worrying about the food was spicy. You know what, stop it. I feel you. That's real pre-Madonna. I ain't even gonna say pre-Madonna. I feel like Madonna actually likes spicy food. Well, I mean, she did date Dennis Rodman. I guess. I don't really see where that correlates, but bro, you cannot tell me he don't look spicy. I don't know what you mean by that. I mean that if he was a seasoning, I feel like he would be like cayenne pepper or something. Why do you figure that, Slacker? Because he looked like, I don't know. I'm gonna just let you drop that one, Slacker, because I really don't know what you're going. Where you going with that one, big dog? Duck. Big duck, not big dog. Duck, not dog. All right, bro. Well, actually, it's weird because the spicy one looks almost done. Or not almost done. It looks, actually, it does look almost done. Let's see. Let's see. Well, okay. Look. Oh yeah, it's almost done. But yeah, need more salt. I'm gonna put a little chicken broth in there. All right, chicken broth. That one, chicken broth. That one. But after that, you're just gonna let it slow cook until it gets a good consistency and nice thickness. Let me show you how it's supposed to look. At that. Until next time, I'm signing off, and I'm slapping. Slap a dance, slap a dance. Peace out. Huh.